wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you everyone for attending today's meeting. In today's meeting, we will ask our peers here. There's a lot of teacher here, and we want to talk about the delinquency or vandalism and fighting and bullying, etc. Okay, I want to ask each and every one of you about your opinion on delinquency and how your approach to stop it from happening in your students. Okay, is there any volunteers to go first? Or maybe I will give some times to prepare some materials, maybe 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Is that enough?
Enough, okay.
Yes,
okay.
enough.
Yep.
Okay, then the time starts now and 5 minutes. I'll see you again, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. May I?
Oh, of course. Go ahead. Who said that? I'm sorry.
Windy.
Oh, Windy. Okay, Windy.
Okay.
Yes, Windy, please. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. I want to share our topic is teenager delinquency. Yep, teenager delinquency is a social problem that happens in many places. It refers to bad or harmful behavior done by teenagers, such as skipping school, fighting, bullying, vandalism, or using illegal substance. Many teenagers become involved in delinquents because they feel pressure from their friends, have problems at home, or lack attention and guidance from adults. Teenagers often struggle to control their emotions and make good decisions. They are in a period of searching for identity, yeah, so they may try new things without thinking about the consequence. If they do not have positive support, they can easily fall into negative actions. Parents, teachers, and communities play an important role in preventing teenage delinquency. Giving teenagers love, attention, clear rules, and positive activities can help them grow into responsible young adults. Good communication and guidance are key to helping teenagers stay on the right path. And then also for a teacher, we can respond to students' misbehavior. As a teacher, responding to students' misbehavior must be done wisely, patiently, and consistently. The first, we can stay calm and professional. Don't respond with anger. A calm approach helps students feel safe and more willing to listen. And then the second, identify the cause. The third, set clear rules and consequences. And the fourth, use positive disciplines. Fifth, build a supportive relationship. Sixth, communicate with parents. And then next, provide engaging learning activities. And then teach social emotional skills. And the last, maybe be a positive role model. Okay, thank you very much for our friends. That's all my opinion about teenager delinquency.
Okay, thank you, Windy. Yeah, of course, we can agree with Windy, and it is really concerning. Thank you
Yep.
for your opinion. Please, anyone ready?
Can I, sir?
Of course, Anggia.
Okay. This is my opinion about juvenile delinquency. So, in my opinion, juvenile delinquency means criminal or risky behavior done by teenagers or young people who are not yet adults. This behavior can include things like stealing, fighting, skipping school, vandalism, drug use, or breaking rules and laws. And then the term is used when a young people repeatedly does actions that are harmful to themselves, others, or society. And then juvenile delinquency usually happens because of several things. Some teenagers may face family problems, lack of attention, or bad influence from their environment. Others might feel pressure from friends, struggle with school, or experience emotional issues. And then the impact of juvenile delinquency is serious. It can affect a teenager's future, damage their reputation, and create legal problems. Okay, maybe that's all, sir.
Okay, thank you, Anggia Wafik, for the opinion. And can continue. Who want to go?
Can I, sir?
Of course,
Can I?
Dini. Let's go.
Okay, after we hear about opinion from Sis Windy and Sis Anggia, I think I want to tell you guys about my strategy if we are as a teacher to be like if we hear about that issue. I think this first is social emotional learning or activity is feelings check-in. How it's work? Start each class with a quick 2-minute feeling thermometer, and it's for why it helps. It builds emotional awareness. Let you spot student who might be struggling and create a support 5. 2. Restorative circle for conflict conclusion. Why it's help? It shifts a focus from blame to understanding and repairing relationship, reducing repeat and issue. 3. Project-based learning. Why it's help? It's give a purpose, building teamworks, and lets students use language authentically, keeping them invest and less like to act out. 4. Digital literally minimalism. What is help? Teaches critical thinking and responsible online behavior, care for preventing cyber-related and delinquency. 5. Positive reinforcement system. What is help? Reinforce good behavior and builds a culture of recognition. Maybe it's for me. Thank you.
Okay, Sis Dini. Yeah, thank you. Emotional thermometer, right? That's cool. So, yeah. Anybody want to give another opinion about this matter? Please raise your hand. Should I choose pick?
May I
Okay.
share?
Oh, who? Isna?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? You can go as you please.
Okay. Thank you for the time and allow me to share my opinion about teenager delinquency based on my experience. As a teacher, I've learned that youth delinquency is simple about bad behavior. It's often a cry for help. Most students who act out are dealing with problems they don't know how to express. Family issues, peer pressure, academic struggles, or mental health challenge. And behind every disruptive student is usually an unmet need. I've seen bright students skip class, cheat on exams, bully others, or become involved with the wrong crowd. Nah, these behaviors rarely emerge from nowhere. There are always warning signs, sudden grade drops, isolation, aggression, or defiance. I think for my classroom experience, several factors contribute to delinquency behavior, like lack of attention at home, peer influence, academic pressures, undiagnosed issues, or boredom and disengagement. That's all I think for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Isna. We have a little bit of connection issues in the end, but we hear what you said. Thank you for your opinion. And who want to continue for another opinion? Please raise your hand.
Can I, sir?
Siti Maisara. Of
Yes.
course, you can go.
Okay. For me, in my opinion, is teenage behavior is very common today. I believe that maybe in the past we also did the same things, right? Some of us might have secretly skipped classes, ignored school assignment, or even did more extreme things like bullying or smoking in the school. And almost everyone has experienced teenage misbehavior, but each person experiences it at a different level. This happens because teenagers are trying to find their identity. What they really need is support and guidance from the adults around them. If this situation is not handled properly, it can bring negative effect on their future. They may grow up to be even wilder and harder to control if they do not receive the right support and direction. There are many adults today who do harmful things, and it is possible that these actions are the result of emotion they keep inside when they were young. Emotion that they never had the chance to express properly. Therefore, so let's us become a supportive adult who understand and guide them. That's all my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Siti Maisaro. An amazing opinion. And who else want to give their opinions? Please raise your hand. Miss Alia Tunisa, are you ready?
Inshallah.
Okay, please go ahead and share your opinion.
Okay, hello, my name is Alia Tunisa. I would like to give opinion about this topic. Juvenile delinquency in Indonesia typical occurs among middle school students or those of familiar backgrounds. That is even from the widely circulated fact that many cures of juvenile delinquency are perpetrated by junior high school or senior high school students. This is due to various factors influencing this action. One of which is this most family and environment leading them to engage in negative behavior. However, many believe that family is not the primary factor in juvenile delinquency, but rather social interaction and peer groups. The primary solution to this problem is to foster good relationship within the family and provide special attention to children. Adults with avoid delinquency if they are properly educated. Maybe this my opinion about this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alia Tunisa. Who else want to go for another opinion about this matter?
Okay, may I, bro?
Okay, Teracom Viria ya.
Yes, that's my name.
Okay, please go ahead, Viria.
Okay. That's about juvenile delinquency or teenage delinquency, right? So here, is it my face clear?
Nope, you still haven't turned on your cam.
Okay.
Okay, we can see you.
Okay, guys, may I try it? Here, I wanna share you and describe about juvenile delinquency or teenage delinquency. Go to the first, that is the definition about it. Juvenile delinquency refers to deviant behavior exhibited by individuals aged between 12 and 18 years old. This behavior can take various forms, and there are many reasons behind it. Oh, for the causing, we have five. I have five. I have four causing why someone make juvenile delinquency. The first one, that's family environment, and then emotional issues like sister Angela fixate, and then peer influence and identity surge. And for the example of juvenile delinquency, I have four example too. There are criminal acts, substance abuse, promiscuity, violence, and others. And for the effect of juvenile, we have three. I have three answer. There are on the individual, on the family, and on the society. So many impact, right? And so for the prevent and address, how to prevent and address it, we can do the several actions that are education, and then parental supervision, and then counseling and positive activities. Maybe it's enough for describing about describing about juvenile delinquency. Maybe for you all, any questions? Is it clear enough or not?
Yes. Clear.
Clear enough.
Thank you.
Yes, it's clear. Fair enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, bro, for the opportunities.
All right, sis. No problem. Okay. Then thank you for the opinion, and we can go with another opinion from Amanda. You ready?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
In my opinion, the most harder things that in this era of teenager delinquency is promiscuity or free sex. You know that the current era is something not taboo anymore, and rather that it is an commonplace. This is due to decline in moral and such as them feeling cool, and when they have done something that is forbidden, they are feeling cool. Oh, this is very cool and very nice. I want to do more and more, and also this is because high curiosity and excessively expressing feeling of attraction to the opposite sides. And then how to stop this issue? I think we have to promote open and honest communication to our kids, like safe and judgment-free conversation, and educate them. And then teach comprehensive sexual education, like how to do and to have healthy relationship, consent and boundaries, and have emotional consequences. And also we have to tell them the risks of what they do or what they did, like pregnancy preventions. I think that's it. That's enough. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Amanda. What an amazing opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that's everyone, right?
I
Is
think
there
everyone.
anyone who still share their opinion yet? No? Everyone has done it, okay? Okay.
Okay, everyone has done.
Then thank you. And for this incredibly candid and essential discussion, we've spent the last several minutes analyzing the concerning rise in truancy, the uptick in minor behavioral infraction, and the shadow that potential delinquency cast over our halls. We've heard clear evidence that the most effective barriers against falling too far into delinquency is early, consistent, and collaborative intervention. It is not the severity of the punishment that changes a trajectory, it is the strength of the connection that pulls a student back. Let this commitment to a stronger connection be what we carry forward. This concludes our meeting for today. I look forward to seeing all of you for our then we will be joined by the presence of our beloved teacher, Mr. Irsyad. So thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.